Hey, what is going on, everyone? I hope you all are having a great start of the new week. Today is Monday. I wanted to create this video to share with you some hidden gem stock picks that I feel can add bull runs to your portfolio. Now, before I begin, I'd like to inform you that I'm not a financial advisor, and all of the information I'll be sharing with you should be used as guidance information only. And whenever you do consider making an investment, please make sure to always do your research. All right, boys and ladies, let's get started. Now, the first ticker I wanted to talk about is Riot Blockchain. This is a company that's in the NASDAQ market. Current share price is at around $47. It previously ran up all the way up to like high 70s, as you can see here, by $78. I do feel it's undervalued at this time. I mean, it would have been great if you got in like at $8, right, at the time of like early December. However, now is still a good time because it's undervalued, and while Bitcoin runs up to like 80,000 per Bitcoin, up to like 100,000 per coin, Riot Blockchain can easily break the $100 share price range into the triple digit range. And the fact that the CEO had come from the school I had attended, UC Irvine, I have high conviction in this company. So I'm a little bit biased there, but with Riot Blockchain, we know this ticker has been bull running. So let's not lose sight of what RIOT can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Single Point by the ticker SINGD. In fact, this company had just done a reverse stock split where the value of the share price has gone up with less amount of shares. However, today it's gone up by like close to like 40-50%. Now, I just wanted to focus on the company slides here produced by Single Point. Now, as you can see, its customer install base has increased with its solar panel installations. As you can see, its network installers has increased by 100% year over year. I mean, looking at its quarterly sales, it's been doing so well. I mean, as you can see here, 197% increase from 2019 to 2020, looking at Q3. And it's operating in about 34 states with an initiative to expand to 50 states, as you can see. So it's increasing its gross margins by 10%. Once this company releases its financial data, I have firm belief that the share price will go beyond the double-digit share price range. I mean, today it ramped up by like 40-50%, where it's hovering at like $1.50 right now. It can get up to like $5, and then it'll start running up to like $10. The fact that this company works with like the number one, number two real estate company, then you know there's going to be like credit implications. Let's say if you buy a home and then you want to get solar panels, that'll be a benefit for companies like Single Point. I mean, it's mainly concentrated in Arizona at this time. However, it's ramping up, rolling out into different states, and not just the 38 states that they're working on right now. So let's not lose sight of what SINGD can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Interscope Hearing Technologies. This is a company based out in California, where today the share price had ramped up by close to 40%. I mean, while the share price has gone down, where it reached up to a high of like 7 cents, currently it's at around the mid 2 cents at this time. I have high conviction that the share price will ramp up to like 4 cents if and when the company announces its SEC compliance coming very soon. And the fact that this company is rolling out its sales not only in the United States but also all around the world. It has a Hear IQ app that's already uploaded into the Apple Store as well as the Google Store. So once you buy these medical device hearing aids, let's say if you're a patient with hearing problems, where you can buy it virtually through e-commerce like Amazon.com, then once the product comes to your house, you can download the app on your Apple phone and then program to the device to your needs. And the fact that it's ramping up its sales in the UK, in Europe, that just tells you that the company will continue to grow. And I like the fact that the company is giving out discounts right now on its product, where patients can buy its product at half the cost. I have high belief that this ticker will run up to like 50 cents at least in this year. So let's not lose sight of what INND can do for you. I mean, you look at its Twitter website, I would highly recommend following INND and just looking at all of the transparent information that's shared with this company. All right, next ticker I wanted to share with you is Sndl Waste Solutions. Okay, now this ticker was actually hovering in the single digits back in like February of this year alone, and it ramped all the way up to like above the whole dollar share price. However, now it's went on a downward trend. In fact, now it's at like close to the $1 threshold at 97 cents. This is a company that's based out in Canada, where they're focusing on refining landfill and municipal and commercial waste into renewable diesel in Canada. So this is looking very promising because of the rate that it can do renewable energy. I mean, its mission is to establish a cleaner world, and they've developed a patented technology which will produce a high cetane, ultra low sulfur renewable diesel, kerosene, and naphtha fuels. And I have high conviction that this company, the share price can ramp up to like $5 at least in 2021. Now, looking at how this all works here, as you can see, methane is what causes like global warming. I mean, you have today garbage is shipped to landfills. You have Sndl diverts that garbage and turns it into renewable fuel. So that's looking very good. I mean, with what this company is doing, and that's why its share price has been ramping up, because good things are coming out from this company. So I would highly recommend taking a look at this company based out in Vancouver and looking at its share price. It's been just bull running lately, and it's featured in CTV News, the Weather Network, Everything GP, Biofuels International. So it's well known and established. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is EcoloCap. Now the ticker is ECOS. What's so unique about this Illinois company, right? Well, their mission is focusing on trying to make the world greener, and it brings together the innovation, engineering, and industry knowledge to create products that have a significant, constructive, and quantifiable impact on the environment while being cost effective. I mean, looking at the share price right now, I mean, it's at the 0003. Can you imagine how much proceeds you'd gain if it goes up to 1 cent? That's about 300% positive proceeds already. It has a BioArt technology which remediates all organic waste, and it is superior and less expensive. It's processed than the present anaerobic and aerobic digestion methods. And this breakthrough is possible due to its comprehensive management and early detection of this rapidly growing market. And we know that with clean energy right now, it's the name of the game, and that's why I have high belief that the company can add value in the long run, at least this Illinois-based company. And as what I mentioned, with its specialized remediation technology, BioArt, its vision is to change the waste industry's perception of organic material completely. And again, it's a cost-effective solution that diverts organic material from the landfill into a valuable soil amendment fertilizer. Okay, and as you can see, its plant site here, it's an established facility, as you can see. So let's not lose sight of what ECOS can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Blsp Corporation by the ticker BLSP. Now, we know that previously this ticker was deactivated where you weren't able to buy or sell shares. Today, it's bull runned up, I mean, by about 15% in positive proceeds. So that's looking good for all the long-term holders, right? I mean, this company focuses on developing, owning, and operating waste-to-energy facilities that's ultimately changing the world today and for tomorrow. Now, it's an independent power producer which turns harmful waste into sustainable energy. Its complex systems help to treat or eliminate waste rather than bury it, reduce methane. And that's very important to enable this world to be cleaner, right, rather than damaging our environment. Now, as you can see, there's an endless supply for endless demand. I mean, 560 million tons of organic waste generated each year, and this market can grow in the next 5 years. The forecast is exceeding 37 billion by 2020, and we know that there's $24 billion of global waste to energy market, including thermal and biological technologies. How BLSP works, right? Well, this is the input where here it has separation technologies. So the input would be agricultural and livestock waste, municipal waste, industrial waste. There's a process that these materials go through, such as thermal technologies, biological technologies, through its biogas processing. You then have biomethane, where you can use this for fuel of gas and industrial boiler, and having it become generator, which can be an output for electricity and heat. So that's unique in terms of what BLSP is doing, and I have firm belief that the share price can ramp up to like 10 cents at least in Q3 of this year. So let's not lose sight of what BLSP can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Healthier Choices Management Corporation by the ticker HCMC. We know that in terms of shares being traded, I mean, it's up in the billions with this company, and this company has a number of intellectual property with patents specializing in safer vaping technology, as well as synthetic or imitation nicotine compositions. It also has facilities all around Florida where it provides organic solutions such as different vegetation. As you can see, it has about a 18,000 square feet full service grocery store serving Fort Myers, Florida, and 3 stores in Melbourne, Florida. And the fact that this company has a lawsuit against the defendant, Philip Morris, I have high belief that eventually HCMC as a plaintiff will get a settlement, and that will help as an input to develop and establish itself. And from a share price standpoint, it can definitely grow. I mean, where it's at right now, at the low, not even close to a penny. I mean, can you imagine how much you'd gain once it starts ramping up to like 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents? So let's not lose sight of what HCMC is doing right now, because its purpose definitely aligns with what consumers expect, right? Having value add technology to make the world better in terms of decision making, right? I mean, as you can see, healthier choices, I mean, by the company branding strategy name. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is in the solar space, and that's Ascent Solar Technologies by the ticker ASTI. Now, this company is based out in Colorado, where it designs, manufactures PV integrated consumer electronics and portable power applications for commercial and military users. I mean, they focus in the aerospace arena as well, and the fact that the CEO has experience in Singapore, I have high conviction that this ticker can start running up to like 20 cents at least in this year alone. Where it's at right now at 3 to 4 cents, it can bull run back up, and it's currently undervalued. I mean, as you can see here, back in early February, it ramped up to like 7 cents when it was previously like lower than that. I mean, January was like 0.005, and it ramped up to 7 cents, and now it's undervalued at the mid 3 cents. It can definitely bull run up to the double digit, like 10 cents, 20 cents coming very soon. So I would highly recommend taking a look at ASTI with its patented technology as well. I believe it has like more than like 70 intellectual property patented protection technologies that it's working on. And the fact that it's in the Fortune 100, being recognized as one of the highly innovative companies, let's not ignore what this company can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Trans Global Group by the ticker TGGI. I mean, its business infrastructure is primarily focused in China. It's in their liquor store business. In fact, I've been hearing that this company can potentially scale up and uplist itself from OTC to the NASDAQ market, and as a minimum, the share price would have to be at like $4. So that's looking very promising, although the share price had bull run up to like 0.008. I mean, today it dropped by like 30%, but let's say if you do have high conviction in this company, I mean, there's a lot of people in the OTC market talking about this company at this time, and what if it goes up to like $4? You're gaining huge unpositive proceeds. But I would monitor, right? Let's say once it loses like 66% of its value from the high peak, give it some time, see if it can go lower, and then you can capitalize on gaining more shares and then just planting the seeds at the low and just letting it run up, because this ticker, I mean, if there's discussions about how it can go into the NASDAQ market, you need a minimum of like $4 in share price for a specific duration. And in terms of volume, you have like close to 1 billion here, right? So it's well known, and there's potential for this ticker to run. So let's not lose sight of what Tggi can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Amazonas Floresto by the ticker AZFL in the OTC market. This ticker is screaming right now. I mean, as you can see here, it was in the 0003 back in early January. It ramped all the way up to like 006, and now it's creating a floor at 005. I mean, this is a cannabis extract company, and we know that cannabis right now is the name of the game, at least in the year 2021 and onwards, for many years to come. And the fact that it's definitely, I mean, at the 005, what if it ramps up to like 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, even possibly to a whole dollar? Then you're gaining on huge positive proceeds. But I would highly advise doing your due diligence on this company. I mean, just because it's in the cannabis sector doesn't necessarily mean that it will do well, but it can bull run. That's what I wanted to emphasize. And with the volume in terms of trading, this is huge right here. I mean, 205 million volumes of AZFL being traded as of today. So let's not lose sight of what AZFL can do for you, at least in the OTC market. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a ticker on the NASDAQ market, and that's Sundial Growers, Sndl. I mean, when you look at the volume, it's about 138 million. I mean, it reached a high point of like close to $3. It's definitely undervalued at this time from a long-term perspective. If you were to plant the seeds now, let's say if you were to purchase now, and you leave it long-term, it can run up to $5. What if you leave it even further? Like, let's say leave it for a couple years, it can ramp up to like $10, right? I mean, Sundial Growers is a Canadian-based company, and I just feel like it's undervalued right here, and it can definitely V-shape back up. We just don't know when that'll occur, but it's just a matter of time when that happens, because we know cannabis is the name of the game, and this company is actually on the NASDAQ market. It would have been great if you got this at like at 40 cents, but hey, I mean, better late than never, right? So let's not lose sight of what Sndl can do for you. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Zomedica by the ticker ZOM. Now this ticker, I was recommending it at 7 cents back in like November, December, and it's crazy to see how much this ticker has gained. I mean, close to $3. However, it's been on the downward trend. But from my perspective, if you hold long term, I have high conviction that this ticker can start ramping up to like $3, and then it'll start climbing its way up to the double-digit share price range. The fact that this company only has like one competitor, IDXX, where it has a product called TrueForma, an IVD in vitro diagnostic to test on animals for thyroid problems on dogs and cats. I have high conviction that the share price will start ramping up, and with its CEO, Andrew Cohen, he has that experience to scale up operations and developing solid business strategies to position this company to do well in the future. And we know that TrueForma is going to be announced. I mean, we're at end of Q1 here, so positioning into Q2. What if there's going to be sales from like Banfield veterinarian space in the United States? That's huge news, at least for Zomedica. So the positive return on cash flow will start coming in because it'll start selling its products. I mean, you already have the listing of the accessories for sale at a certain price, and once TrueForma goes out there as well, then it's going to be a huge takeaway from its competitors in terms of Zomedica taking market share. So let's not lose sight of what Zom can do for you. The last ticker I wanted to share with you is a company in the OTC, and that's Mmex. This is a company that's focused in the oil sector, primarily based in Texas. I mean, as you can see here, I mean, the share price was like in the triple zeros in Q1 of 2021, and it ramped all the way up to like close to 2 cents. However, it's taken a downward trend here, now down to the 001, close to 002. From a share price standpoint, I do feel like it's undervalued with the amount of shares being traded, at least with 382 million. So let's say if you have a belief where you feel like the share price can ramp up, which I do feel it will, then you can gain on positive proceeds. I mean, let's say if you let it sit to like 5 cents, then you're gaining on huge percentage gains on this OTC play here. And we know that OTCs have been taking a beat down. I mean, there's just been so much manipulation going on with the money makers. But from a share price standpoint, I do feel like the pendulum will switch back and OTCs will start flying again. So now is a great time to sort of shop around and look for some undervalued hidden gem plays, maximize your quantity of shares, and let's gain on positive proceeds. I hope this video was valuable, and if you found this content value add, please make sure to comment, ask any questions, and I'll get back to you, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to gain on positive proceeds in the year 2021. Thank you all for watching another episode at All I See Is W. Thank you. Have a great day, all. Goodbye.